Easy enough.
Oh, good. The healing factor will fix me up. You do know I have a healing factor, right?
Well done, you two.
What the?
I'll come with. Or should I just stay? Right. Okay. Good talk. Pretty mad, so I guess we're doing okay.
The vampires are attempting to infect and turn a civilian. Don't let them.
Ruby! Get ready! Mother.
Mama said knock you out. Are we excited? It's about time. Right in the moneymaker.
About time.
Gonna get ya!
That's one hell of a move. Haven't seen a feeding frenzy in years. Not the vampires I'm used to killing.
Aren't you normally death incarnate to them? They aren't fleeing in terror.
None of this is normal. These new breed vampires don't know my name.
Maybe you're slipping since you like the Midnight Suns.
Yeah, keep digging that grave.
Sorry, babe. It's not you, it's me. Are we excited? I should probably feel bad about that. Preparing tactical...
Never seen that before. It's weirdos like these that give...
Like it or not, you all seem to work surprisingly well together.
Something's wrong. Something's changed.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go with new benches.
Vampires attacking civilians in plain sight? That's not vampire protocol.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's really not.
Do you think anyone would notice if I just left you here?
They'll know. Oh, Okay. You want answers? I'll call my client. Not here. Back home. Where we're safe from client bots.
Home? You mean my home? The Abbey, which is absolutely 100% not your home? Make the call.
Look, it's late in Latveria now. There's that whole time zone thing, and my client is a physician, you know, working those long physician hours.
Oh, what?
Sweetest guy, but he's a real bear when he's grumpy.
Can you come to the chapel? Blade is pissed. Even for Blade.
Hey, it wasn't that bad.
Are you serious? It was awful.
Quit being a pussycat. No one got hurt.
No one got hurt yet. I don't care what you do in your off time. But when we're out on missions, you don't jeopardize the team. Got it?
It's cute when you set up boundaries.
I'm serious. You pull any of that crap that might put us in danger, and it's over for you. End of discussion.
Don't worry, I'll stay very far away from the guy with the pointy stakes. Thanks for the save there. I thought Blade was gonna stab me again.
Are you all right?
All right is subjective, but I'm still breathing.
I was hoping the two of you would not fight.
I can play nice all day when we're out there kicking bad guy booty, but asking me to make friends? Barf.
There will be less tension among the team if you at least fake it.
If I had a nickel for every time... Never mind. All these chumps are my co-workers, not friends.
If you try, it will be easier to work with everyone.
Ugh, you sound like a camp counselor. What's next? You want us to gather round and make s'mores? Ooh, please say yes. I don't care if people don't like me. Can't blame them. It's hard being the most skilled, attractive, funniest, and humble person here. They could start an I Hate Deadpool club. I'm already a founding member. But for $20, they could join.
How you spend your time is up to you.
And them. They want to know what I do.
And what will you do?
A Deadpool never kisses and tells. Look, I listened, all right?
Are you and Blade going to be okay?
I'm not going to lose any sleep over our squabble, but I can't speak for him.
Just try not to anger him. For me.
You missed your opportunity to make me pinky promise.
What happens if you break that kind of promise?
You cut off my pinky. Don't worry, it'll grow back. I heard Strange's spooky funhouse went poof. But look on the bright side. Things can't get any worse.
I am a little surprised by your optimism.
Why? Half the weirdos here have survived more than one apocalypse. A house going bye-bye isn't too bad.
You have a point, but Strange just lost his home. This was another major loss.
Yeah, sorry, pal, but I find it hard to cry over a bunch of wood and nails. Unless I'm crashing through a building. Yeesh.
You have never had a home?
Nope. Not unless you count the abandoned subway system. She may have smelled like garbage, but it was my garbage. The Abbey's the only home you ever had, right?
Correct. I spent my entire life here. And what came after.
So you'd be like Dr. Magic Man if this place went down in flames.
No. Maybe moving on would be good.
Oh, not attached to material things, are we? How modern.
I'm just saying that I would make a new home for myself.
Clearly you're gonna need a roommate. I volunteer. Just don't ask me to pay rent. All my money goes to getting these suits cleaned. I won't say a peep to Dr. Strange about his house, don't worry.
Try to keep the peace around here. I know it's difficult.
Blade, is something the matter?
You tell me, Hunter.
Do you need a second to calm down?
Look, I'm not trying to be an ass, but Deadpool is testing my damn patience.
I noticed. I did not think he would test your patience so soon.
Well, he broke the record for seeing how quickly he could piss me off, that's for sure.
What happened on the mission?
I stabbed him.
All right. What happened?
Deadpool was messing around, not taking our job seriously.
So your solution was to hurt him?
You're acting like I did it for fun. I didn't stab Deadpool because he's a pain. He was doing his own thing and got in the way.
So you put each other in danger.
You weren't there, Hunter. He's a liability.
But he is our ally, and we should treat him as such.
Not happening. You do what you have to do, but I'm not going out of my way for him.
Blade doesn't scare me, but he should scare Deadpool. Dude doesn't know how to shut up.
What is a hemolisk exactly?
It's an egg sac. But instead of cute baby spiders inside, you find fully formed new breed vampires. With enough time, a single hemolisk could generate an endless number of vampires. So goes the theory.
How does it work?
In a way that defies biology. Strange theorized they are creations of dark magic, and I quote, "perhaps derived from the Darkhold itself." No need to mention I do a killer Stephen Strange impression, especially not to him.
No promises. Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
Don't be mad, but I tried hacking Deadpool's phone to see who his mysterious client was, and all I got was the urge to scrub my eyes with bleach.
Set revels in his blessing. Perhaps I ask too much of him. He hears me, but has no answers. The gods are fickle. Autumn must not see it that way. There is only so much Hippus can do. Set has decided not to. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child, straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him, reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon for me.
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster.
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
You were trying to protect me. As you always do.
You've made this easier on me than it should be, kiddo. But I can't say I'm not glad that you still believe in me.
We can only move forward from here. We've spent enough time wading through the past.
You'll get no argument from me there.
The Father of Serpents is smiling.
Always on the hunt, right?
Hippus does not seem to agree.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you?
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.